Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm mrbobvin or Malika, and I know it's been forever and forever since I've had a knit podcast, and that's because I've literally just been chilling and knitting and not filming. I've just been focusing on getting projects done and really just not bothering to pick my camera up, because when I don't feel like filming, I do not film. So I don't force myself to film when I don't want to, but it's just that time to just get it over with. And I'm feeling much better. I actually feel like filming, which is why I am. So, and the months are adding up, so it's time for me to like get this podcast out there so that I can start on a fresh batch of projects for a different podcast, because I think I have stuff from March, like the ending of March, I think, because I have a lot that I didn't show in my podcast, because I've gotten so many projects done and I'm actually kind of confused on what I haven't even shown you guys. So it has been since March, because I think the last project I showed you guys, it was like the Wednesday sweater and the Valentine's Day set. So you guys saw nothing from March. So let's get started on all of these projects. I have an entire bucket of projects, and this is what I'm gonna be showing you guys. So yeah, I can get a little thumbnail too, so this is perfect. Okay, I definitely got something from that. So I'm actually gonna go on Instagram to give you guys the order I finished these things in, because if I don't do that, then I'm literally just going to pull out what's on top, and I don't want to do that. I want to do it in order. So I'm gonna go on my Instagram and then see what I need to start off with. Okay, so to start off the month of March, I did a 3-piece set, and this was freehanded. I did not follow a pattern at all. With this set, I think I saw a picture and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to recreate this and put my own little spin to it. So that's why I have the top and the skirt to match it. But I really just wanted the cardigan, but I was like, I can't just wear the cardigan. I mean, I can, but I feel like it's always cool when you have a set to match it that's knitted as well. So I just went crazy and freehanded this like a madman, but it ended out so cute. And I would say I'd make more of these, but I'm not, because it's too much work. Anyway, so I started off with the top, I think, if I'm not mistaken, because I think that was the easiest, or maybe the skirt. I'm gonna show you guys the top. And I asked my sister, I asked Kahila what color I should knit with for the project that I planned, and she told me green, which ended up being perfect because it's St. Patrick's Day that month, so it ended up like going right with that theme. So I created this top, and it's so freaking cute. I wanted something like super cropped, and basically a super cropped top. And then before I finished the top, and then I was getting ready to add sleeves, and then I tried it on and I was like, oh my gosh, I love how it looks. So I love that sleeveless look that it gave, and I literally just didn't add sleeves. And the sleeves I would have added, it would have been like super cropped, so it would have still been like a super short sleeve. But this sleeveless look, I think it just made it perfect, so I stuck with that. And so this was the first piece I made in the month of March. It is May. I don't know what took me so long to film this video. I mean, obviously I wasn't feeling like filming, but like freaking March, that's crazy. That's crazy. But then I also like it because then projects add up, and then I can show you guys more rather than, you know, a few that I made in a month. Especially if I was like lazy during that month. It's like, I finished one sweater. So it's better that I have a whole bunch of projects to show you guys. So either way, it worked out perfectly. Anyway, so this is the first top I made for this top slash project. I used acrylic yarn. I used Impeccable, and the color was avocado or something like that, and it's worsted weight acrylic yarn. And so I just got mine at Michael's and I used that. How many skeins did I use? That is a great question because I don't know. I did make a project video on it. I just heard something. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think we're good. I did make a project video and maybe I answered that question. I have no idea, but I will put the card here so you guys can check that video out. And hopefully I told you guys how many skeins I used, because I really don't know, because it's May and I made this project in March. So yeah, so that's the top. And with the top, I wanted to make a mini skirt, and so it was super easy to make the skirt, so I really didn't have to really think about it, even though it's freehand. Like, I think skirts are the easiest thing to freehand, honestly. Anyway, so I ended up with this skirt. It was way too short, way shorter than I wanted it to be. It still ended up super cute, so I'm not mad that it's a little too short. But yeah, so this is how it looks, and this is the top and skirt little combo together. It's so cute. But these were so easy to make, super easy to freehand, because you're just going in around and around and around. And so for the waistband, I just put elastic thread in it so that it just cinches to my waist rather than like staying like this. It just cinches like that, and so it makes it a perfect fit. If you guys want perfect fits for your waistband of the skirt, or if you're making sweatpants, you want to cinch the bottom of the leg, if you want to cinch your sleeves, if you want to cinch your collar, use elastic thread. I will have elastic thread in my description. I think that's what it's called. You would think I wouldn't have to be on YouTube for like 2 years. Anyway, elastic thread is your best friend, or will be your best friend. If you want cinched looks and it's so easy to use, you can just look up how to use elastic thread in like knitted garments, and it's so easy and it's a lifesaver, especially like if you're making a sweater and your neckline ends up too wide and you're a type of person that wants your neckline kind of cinched in like me. I hate wide necklines, so I haven't used it on a neckline yet, but I know one day I will need to, and I'm excited for that moment to where I can literally still form my collar the way I want to, even though it's like wide. Anyway, elastic thread will be your best friend. So yeah, I'll have that link down below so you guys can get it and use it when you need to. You're welcome. Anyway, so I made the skirt to match the top, obviously, and then that was that. The main attraction, the main course was the cardigan. That is what I really wanted. That was the point, I guess, of the entire set. I wanted that to be the focus and that to be like the wow factor, and it was the wow factor. It came out amazing and I'm obsessed with it. So this is, oh my gosh, I have a scrunchie, I need that. So this is the cardigan that I ended up making. Ta-da! So that's the back. This is the sleeve with the fur, and then other sleeve, and then the front. And then the collar that I just fold like that when I'm wearing it. So this yarn, I'm gonna link it in the description as well, but I will tell you guys what it is because I saved it. Okay, so this pink yarn is called Premier Eyelash, and it is in the color Pop Pink. So for the sleeve, I actually machine knitted it because I was like, I literally refuse to hand knit this long sleeve within a time crunch I wanted to make this in. So I literally said, forget that. I whipped out my knitting machine and I cranked that thing until I got this. And so I cranked it, I don't know how many inches this is, but I guess I cranked it, I machine knitted it until it really got like, my sleeve got to like right here. And then I took my work off the knitting machine, and so I had my stitches on actual needles, and then I knitted the fur. So I added the fur and actually hand knitted the fur flat, you know, going back and forth with that, and then I just sewed the sleeve up to make it a whole. I don't even know if that makes sense to you guys. Like, it made so much sense to me, but I don't know if it transferred over to you. Anyway, so that's what I did. So I did not machine knit the fur onto it. I actually hand knitted that onto the sleeve itself. And that's how I made that. It was so easy. And for the collar, I picked up stitches along the neckline and went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth until it got to a good length, I guess. And I really just kept trying it on to see like how I would want it to look, and then I just said, yeah, I like it, and stopped. And that was that. And that was the first set I made, my free-handed set I made in the month of March, because I just felt like going crazy and freehanding. I was on my little freehanding, I was in my freehanding era, so I went crazy with that. It turned out so cute, but would I do it again? Probably not. Can't lie, probably not. Anyway, after that, I wanted to do a little challenge on how many knit tops I can make in 24 hours. So I literally went out of my mind again. I don't even know why I do this. I guess it just makes great content, so I did it. Anyway, so I ended up making 3 tops in a span of 24 hours. So mind you, it's just machine knitted. I did not hand knit three sweaters in the span of 24 hours. I machine knitted 3 sweaters in the span of 24 hours. But it was still tedious work because I still had to like sew it all together with the crochet hook. So I still worked with my hands, and that was so tiring. But I did it, which was insane. So I don't know which top I got done first, but I'm just going to show you guys all 3 because I still got it done in the same day, and it doesn't really matter that much. Anyway, so this was the first top I got done. I really don't know, but I'm just going to say it was. So this was the first top I got done with my machine, and it's so cute. The yarn I use, I brought the yarn in so I can tell you guys, but I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. So the yarn I used was this, and I just randomly found it at Michael's and wanted to use it because I'm like, this is so cute. I want to try and see like how it would work up, and it worked up beautifully, so I got lucky on that. And I love the colors. I love how it just changes and transitions, and it's just so beautiful. And I really don't know how long each top took, but I know it's more than an hour per top, obviously, if it took 24 hours. So this was definitely a lot of work because you're literally just sitting there like this the entire time, and I don't have to like drill thing because I'm scared to use the drill with my machine because I'm scared my stitches will just fly off into space, and then I have to redo like 100 rows just because I wanted to speed it up a little bit, as if hand cranking it isn't already sped up from hand knitting. So yeah, I was like, no, I will take my time cranking this rather than trying to rush it even more when this is already a faster process as is. So yeah, this is really cute. Bad news, I can't even fit any of these tops. I don't know what I did, but when I wear it, it literally hangs off my shoulders. Like, I don't want to stretch this out, so it literally hangs off my shoulder like this, and then I'm like this. I don't know what I did, but I can't fit any of the tops, and it sucks. So I'm gonna have to find someone who can fit it, because they're so cute and I really wish I can fit it. It's like the sleeves are tight and I'm just like this. Like, it sucks, but it's cute, and I guess that's what matters. But I can't even show off that it's cute. I can just do this and that's it. Anyway, so this was the 4th piece that I made in the month of March. I think this was March. I guess in a span of in the span of 2 months, I guess. So this was one of the pieces I made. And then the second top I made was this one. I love this one. I love the colors. The colors are so cute. And by the way, the yarn I showed you, this isn't any of the colors I use. This is just the brand, so you guys can, you know, check it out. But I don't have any of the yarn I use, like the actual colors. But I also did make a video on these tops as well, and I did show the yarn and the colors, so you guys can check that out as well and see what I said, and hopefully that helps. So anyway, this was the second top out of the 3 tops that I made in the span of 24 hours, and I think this might have to be my favorite one, just because the colors are so beautiful and vibrant and just so awesome. And it sucks that I can't freaking fit it. Hopefully when I'm feeling like making another video like this, I will make the tops and make tops that fit, that I can actually show off to the world and not just in a video holding it like this. Anyway, yeah, my arms are like abnormally long, so if you see my tops, my sleeves are super long. I'm not messing up. My arms are literally just this long. It's really crazy. Like, yeah, my arms are long, so it kind of looks awkward a little because it's like a super short top and then like the sleeves are just going on for miles, but that's just how I'm built. Anyway, so that's the second one. And then the third one was this cute one. This is super cute as well. I love all the colors, but the second one is definitely my favorite. But this is also super cute. And I love like machine knitted tops. I think they're so cute, and it just sucks that I can't wear it. Yes, I'm gonna keep mentioning it because like, what the heck. I made these 3 beautiful tops and I can't. But it's fine, it's fine. You guys can see its beauty for what it is, and just imagine how it looks on me. And it's super cute, right? Yeah, right. So yeah, that's the 3rd top that I made in a span of 24 hours. Why I did that, I literally have no idea. I don't know why I challenged myself to do that. I had fun, but I don't know if I would just do that again. I guess I was just in my super creative era. Won't be doing that till I feel that little era coming in again. So anyway, the next project I'm gonna show you guys, it's the same project that it's the same. I'm just gonna show you guys. So my friend saw my Valentine's Day set and she wanted one for herself, so I made her one. And I'm just gonna show you guys the one I'm like, this is mine. I already gave her her set, but I'm just gonna show you mine because I made another one. So this is, just pretend that this is the set I made for her, even though this is my original one. So yeah, so I made a Valentine's Day set real quick just for her because she thought it was so cute, and I've been waiting to have friends to make stuff for, so it was so perfect. I enjoyed making it, and oh my gosh, I made so much. I just realized. Anyway, and it was so fun to make, and it was so cute on her, and she loved it. I loved it. It was amazing. And this is also a free-handed set I made as well. I was just in my freehand era, just going crazy. This was also acrylic yarn, impeccable yarn, and the like red and pink. I don't know exactly the color I used. I just know it was obviously red and pink. So yeah, but this is a freehand set that I made just for the hell of it because I wanted to, and that's that. So this was a set I made in March, and then, or May, no, March, maybe April. I made it in April maybe. And then her mom saw that set and she was like, I need that for myself. So I made her mom a set. So that was, and it was the same set, but for her mom I made it in like Kelly green and black, and I used acrylic for that as well. I don't have I think I do have a picture. I'll just take her face out of it. I think I made that in April as well, and it fit her mom perfectly. Her mom is tall. Her mom is 5'11", so I had to like alter it a little bit. Okay, yeah, so I'll just cut her face off a bit and show you guys how it looked. So I made this set for her mom as well. So I made the Valentine's Day set for her, and then after her mom saw her set, I made this set for her. It turned out so cute. It fit her so nice. Oh my gosh, it was perfect. So yeah, so I made that for my friend's mom, and it was cute. So far that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So far that's 10 pieces. 10 pieces I made in the span of 2 months. March and April. Literally all the time, everything I showed you guys I made in March and April. Yeah. Because May's still here and I'm still making stuff. Yeah, so everything I showed you guys, that's in a span of just 2 months, March and April. So that's crazy. I was going crazy with making stuff. That's insane. Anyway, so my next project that's also free-handed, like I'm telling you, I was just in my freehand era going crazy. So I made this top using Noro yarn, and it's 100% wool and worsted weight. So I made a Louisiana tee. So actually it's not free-handed technically, because I did use a pattern for this. I just altered it to make it a tee. This is the Louisiana tee that I made. It's so cute. It fit me so, oh my gosh, I keep forgetting that to say I'll show pictures, but I should have been showing pictures anyway, so you guys should be fine. Anyway, so I made the Louisiana tee, and then I wanted to make it a cute little like set, so I made my shorts to go with it, because I have a knit pants pattern. I'll put that here for you guys, and hopefully it's on this side. I think I always forget which side it's on because I really rarely ever use cards, so I kind of tend to forget which side it's on, but hopefully it's like here maybe. So anyway, I decided to make a little pair of shorts to go along with the Louisiana tee, because I was just feeling like being a little cute, and it turned out so nice. And yeah, if you guys didn't know, I'm obsessed with the Louisiana sweater pattern. I've made so many versions of it. I made like the original version. I've made a tee. I made multiple tees. I've made sweaters that's not the actual size of it, but I just followed the pattern with it. I've made so many tees. Like, because it's such an easy pattern to read, and I really didn't want anything challenging, so I just went crazy with Louisiana patterns and just making it into my own. And listen, it worked out for me because I wrote down exactly what I needed to. So every time I need to make like a little baby tee, I know I can go to Louisiana pattern, even though I literally have patterns with tees that I can use. You know, when something's working for you, you're like, I'm not gonna change it. It works for me. But I've been trying to get out of that and focus on actual patterns and like showing that off on my Instagram more, rather than just being like Louisiana pattern, Louisiana pattern, Louisiana pattern. So I've been trying to branch out and knit more pattern stuff. So technically I wasn't there yet, because the latest, well, not latest project, the next project I did after my cute little set was this Louisiana tea. Yes, I know, but hear me out. I made it because I bought Lily Sugar and Cream again, because I used that a lot in 2021, I think, for a lot of my projects, like my Stripe Madness top. I think I used Lily Sugar and Cream for that, for crochet, and I never knit it up with this, so I wanted to see like how it would knit up, and so I used that. And obviously I would use an easy pattern since I'm just really trying to see how the yarn is gonna work up, so I'm not gonna use some complicated pattern when I could just use Louisiana. It only makes sense. So I used the Louisiana pattern for that, and I didn't take any pictures in it, but you guys can just see it here, and it turned out really cute, but I actually don't like it. I like the top. I don't like Lily Sugar and Cream knitted. I don't know, it's just, I don't know, I just feel like it's too heavy, honestly. I think it would be a cute dress. I think using this for dresses would be cute, but me personally, I just don't like it as a top because it just looks awkward. It doesn't stay in its shape. It, like, if you stretch it, it will just stay stretched and awkward, and I don't like that. So I'm glad I did use a simple pattern so it didn't give me a headache. So the pattern didn't give me a headache, and then using new yarn didn't give me a headache at the same time. Then I'll have a double headache, and then it would just be annoying. So I'm really glad that I used the Louisiana pattern and kept it simple. And I can now see that I won't be using Lily Sugar and Cream unless I'm using it for like a dress or something, or if I'm just super desperate and just want to use it, or for like a challenge or something, since I don't know. All I know is that this is really cute, but I know that I don't care for Lily Sugar and Cream as a tea. Yeah, so I think that was the last Louisiana tea I made, because after that I was literally getting ready to knit a Louisiana dress. Yes, I know, it's the Louisiana sweater by Petite Knit, by the way. And I was getting ready to knit a Louisiana sweater dress because I was that obsessed. And then my sisters were like, listen, you need to stop. You need to be stopped. You need to stop. Stop it. Start knitting patterns. Like, start knitting using patterns. And I was like, Louisiana sweater is so easy. I can turn it into anything. If I want a long sleeve sweater dress, I can make it. Just keep going. If I want a short sleeve Louisiana sweater dress, I can just make it like that with short sleeve. I can make a tight Louisiana sweater top if I want to. Like, it's just, it was just so easy to just edit it, or the other word, yeah, I don't know the other word. I thought I had it, but I didn't. It's just so easy to edit. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna edit it to make a dress, a top, a tee, a sweater. Like, I can do so much with it. Like, it's so versatile. But yeah, they're like, stop it. And so I was like, fine, give me something then. And so they were like, here, the Poppy Tee by Petite Knit. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I read through the pattern and I saw that it was fairly easy. And so I started knitting on it. They failed to tell me that the Poppy Tee was knitted on 3.5 millimeters. Mind you, I'm used to knitting on 5 millimeters. For the past like months, I've been knitting on 5 millimeters. So really like 4 and 5. Because I would knit my ribbing with 4 millimeter and then switch to 5 for the body. And like the rest of the project until it got to ribbing again. So they failed to tell me that it was a pattern using 3.5 millimeter needles. And I started reading through it. I don't even know why it didn't click yet. I guess, no, I thought that maybe I started on, so I started the project thinking I'm starting on 3.5s and then maybe moving to like a 4 at least. No, that was not the case. It's 3.5 the entire time. But as I was knitting, I was like, okay, this isn't even bad. Like, I thought I would feel like I was knitting on like socks, and I felt like I would be like this. It was super cool. It was super easy, super nice, and I actually love it. Personally, I don't even want to go back to using 5mm. Oh, who am I? I don't know. I just love 3s, and I love like the look of smaller needle projects, if that's a thing. I love that look. Anyway, so I finished the poppy tee, and I finished blocking it, and this is how it looks. Isn't it so nice? Like, I bet you guys are like, oh my gosh, when is she gonna show it? Boom, it's on me. So this is how the tee turned out. You're actually supposed to fold the neckline, but I'm not a fan of folded neckline, so I just did like 7 rounds and just kept it like that, and it's super cute. I thought it would be like super wide, especially after I blocked it, but literally look, it falls so nicely. Like, I am personally so proud of this, because this was the first pattern I used after finally giving up the Louisiana sweater pattern. So I'm super proud of myself, and I use a 3.5mm needle. Like, what? That's crazy. Like, for me, since I'm so used to like 5mm, and then occasionally I would do like some chunky project and knit on like 6 or 7. So knitting on a 3.5 was a super big deal for me, and it turned out like this. Like, are you kidding me? And then like on that stuff, I think the increases I did, and it picked up stitches there, and then I don't know, yeah, you can see, oh, it was just so awesome. I was so proud of myself. So now I'm in my pattern making era. No more freehand stuff. I'm tossing that era out the window for now, because I know I will grab that back eventually. But for now, I'm in my pattern making era. So I just finished this sweater like a couple of days ago. I mean, sweater, oh my gosh, I finished this tee a couple of days ago, and then I started on Natanomi's dress, the All Good dress. I think her name's Natanomi, because I don't think is Knitomi. Yeah, so Natanomi just seems right. Maybe, hopefully I'm saying it right, but it's called the All Good dress, and I actually don't have it with me, so BRB. Well, actually, yeah, BRB, let me go get it. So I started the Natanomi dress a couple of days ago, and this is how it's looking so far. I'm on the back part, so I'm knitting flat for now, and then I'll work the shoulder and all that good stuff later. But this is how it's looking. It's so cute. I love the colors. I just had this yarn sitting here for so long, and then when I finished the poppy tee, I'm like, I need like a project to make, and I saw the yarn sitting there, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I can make the Natanomi dress, the All Good dress. So that's what I'm gonna do. Well, that's literally what I'm doing. And the yarn I'm using is Drops Fable. I actually got this so long ago, and I was supposed to freehand a set with this, like a long sleeve jacket set, I think, a pants set. But you know, my freehand era was over, so I just had the yarn sitting here. But I guess that's just what was meant to happen, because it's perfect for the dress. I mean, like, look at these colors. Look how beautiful it is working up together. I'm actually double stranding it. I'm supposed to actually be like using fingering weight for it, and so I'm literally supposed to be using this with it. No, I draw the line. I draw the line at that. I know I said I was happy to use 3.5s and stuff, and I felt good using it, and I do feel good using it, which is why I'm not going down to a 3mm and knitting fingering weight on it. No. So I'm double stranding it using 3.5s, and it's turning out amazing, and I'm feeling good about it. And that's that. Like I said, when the twins told me, they're like, yeah, it's 3mm fingering weight. No. I have to draw the line somewhere. I really do, and that's where I drew it. So listen, we'll see how it turns out. So far it's turning out amazing. It's turning out beautiful. I will say it will be on a heavier side, but luckily it's a dress, so it'll just honestly be drapey. It'll just fall, so that's not a problem for me. I was not going to knit this on 3mm. Like, I couldn't. I mean, like, I can. Like, the 3mm really isn't the problem. It's really how tiny fingering weight is. I don't want to knit on fingering weight. And I guess really, if you're gonna knit on 3s, you will have to knit fingering weight. No, So, yep. I'm just knitting, double stranding this, and so it's coming out so cute. And obviously I'll show you guys how it turns out in the end, and I'll be giving little updates on Instagram, like picture updates, and showing you guys like my progress so far. And I actually accidentally ended up in a cowl for this dress because I posted the yarn I'm going to be using for this dress on Instagram, and then somebody commented and asked if I wanted to be in a cowl for it. It's a knit along, if you don't know. It's K-A-L, not C-A-L, because cowl can be crochet along too. Anyway, and so I was like, yeah, so I just randomly ended up in a cowl for this dress because they're going to be knitting it like all summer long. So I guess that's perfect. I get to ask questions if I need help with anything, which is perfect. Even though the pattern is fairly easy as well, it kind of reminds me of the poppy tee. So I'm glad I did the poppy tee first and then started on this, because I'm understanding the construction more. Because I did the Stockholm slip over, but I don't remember what I did for that. So knitting the poppy tee like really helped me get back into pattern reading and understanding different constructions rather than like top down like the Louisiana sweater, you know. So yeah, that's the project I'm working on, and hopefully I can finish that like mid-June. I want to finish this dress. After that, I think I'm gonna cast on a Toasted Tea by Crayabea and do that, because my sisters did it and it literally took them like 5 days to complete that top, because it's knitted on 5mm needles. You know, my go-to, well, used to be, because now I'm a 3.mm girl. Like, give me projects that's 3.5mm, I'm good. And literally the body 3.5mm. I'm not even talking about give me projects with 3.5mm collars and then 4mm body. No, I'm good with 3mm collars, and because I switched to a 3mm for the ribbing and stuff, and 3.5 for the body. So yeah, I don't know about when that switch happened. I mean, obviously it happened with the poppy tee, but yeah, I'm excited to knit more projects with 3.5mm. I see the light now. I've seen the light. I get it now. I'm really just gonna start focusing on pattern reading, because I'm finally out of that Louisiana like trance. I was just hypnotized with the Louisiana sweater. Like, that's all I saw. Louisiana sweater. So I'm finally out. I'm free. I see the light, so I'm going crazy. Just finished the poppy tee. Now I'm gonna go to this all good dress, and I'm gonna do the Toasted Tea, and then after the Toasted Tea I might do the Lyon sweater with Alexandra and my sisters. I actually thought it was called the Lion sweater, my sisters and I, at least Kahila. Like, I don't know if Kalila thought that, but I know Kahila and I thought it was the Lion sweater until we saw Alexandra's video and she said Lyon. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Hopefully I am. And we were like, oh, it makes sense. We're so American. Yeah. So I'll do that. I might do that sweater by Petite Knit. I mean, I will do that sweater by Petite Knit. So my future projects will be the Toasted Tea and a Lyon sweater. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I feel like I'm so American and I'm butchering it. Hopefully I got it correct. And so that's what my future projects will be. So I'll keep you guys updated, like in my vlogs and stuff, my future videos, and on Instagram as well. and that'll be that. So I know for sure those will be my 2 future projects, and when I do figure out like after that, I'll tell you guys, I'll update you guys with that as well, because I do want to start knitting patterns, actual patterns and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's gonna be super fun. I'm really excited for this next chapter of patterns. I started off with the poppy tea. I feel so good, so I'm super excited to just keep challenging myself, and then I'm really excited to get to the point of like doing cables and the Moby sweater and the Ingrid sweater by Petite Knit, like really branch out and really start challenging myself to knit projects that aren't necessarily easy. I was just sticking to the easier route because obviously it was easy. I can finish it, I know what to do, I didn't really have to think about it. So I really want to branch out and start doing things differently and just challenging myself. Like, I've been knitting since 2021. So it's like, it's about time I start actually branching out and doing different things that really just out of my comfort zone. So I'm really excited for that chapter. And I'm really excited to show you guys and read you guys along the chapter that I'll be going through. I have no idea if that makes sense. Anyway, I've talked for long enough, but I'm glad I did because I had so much to show you guys, so much to get out, and now I can finally reset. I can really be organized now and actually like keep track of the projects I'm making, so you guys can have all that, so I can have all that content for my next podcast. And so I'm really not confused. So I really want to start putting out more videos. I've been chilling for a super long time, but it's time to start getting back into creating more videos. And yeah, I'm also thinking about doing a series of creating like a wardrobe. And so I would do like a tee. I mean, obviously I've done a tee, but I would do a different tee for the, you know, creating a wardrobe. So I think I want to do like a tee, a cardigan, patterns I haven't done before, so these will all be different patterns, obviously most likely by Petite Knit because we have so many of her patterns. So I'll do a tee, a cardigan, a sweater, the shawl thingy, the Sophie scarf and stuff like that by Petite Knit. I will do tanks, beanies, and knit socks. So I've never knitted socks before, by the way. My sisters have been trying to get me to knit socks for so long, and I'm just like, absolutely not. That's on 9mm needles. I'm literally like, dishing knit socks, like, But again, it's time to start branching out, doing different things, getting out of my comfort zone, stop sticking to like what I know is easy. Like, it's time to start challenging myself, because if I don't challenge myself, how will I get better, you know? So it's time to start challenging myself, using different patterns and different techniques and learning different things, because after I learn all that, I can like do anything. I mean, obviously I can do anything now once I apply myself, but I need to apply myself. Like, I need to do this. So once I do it, it's like, it's gonna open up so many things. It's like, oh my gosh, I can do that, I can do that, I can do different things. My knits can look all different and cool. It's like, oh my gosh, you made that? Like, how'd you make that? You know, that's what I want. So that is the goal for starting now until forever. And it's gonna be exciting, and it's gonna be exciting to show you guys, especially like when I start the Moby sweater. Like, oh my god, that's gonna be ridiculous. So this is all super exciting. I'm excited for everything that's gonna happen now, and that's really all I have to say. So this is all the stuff I knitted, and I'm excited to knit more for you guys. Well, not for you guys, but with you guys, I guess. Yeah. That is all I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching this podcast, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.